In the early 1990s, the world was changing from paper to digital contracts, medical files, scientific records. Everything was going online. But there was an emergent of one big problem: digital files. They can be changed easily and without a trace. You could rewrite a contract, fake a signature, backdate a file, and no one will recognize. So the big question became, how can we prove a digital file hasn't been tampered with since a specific time? Welcome to the real origin story of blockchain technology. In 1991, two brilliant minds, Stuart Haber and W. Scott Stonetter, set out to solve this problem. They imagined a future where medical records had to be trusted, legal documents needed proof of authenticity, and scientific data couldn't be faked after experiments. Their goal was to create a digital time stamping system, one that locks a file in time. They were aiming for immutability, and here is what they came up with. First, take a cryptographic hash, like a fingerprint or a file, then store that hash with a timestamp, and finally change that timestamp to the previous one.
So, if one person tries to change the state of a block in the network, that change won't go through unless all, or at least the majority, of participants who hold a copy of the blockchain agree to that change. This ensures immutability, trust, and transparency, making it the principle behind the modern blockchain technology.
In Haber's own words, we wanted to make sure digital records were authentic and trustworthy without needing to trust whoever created them. Haber and his co-founder W. Scott were very serious about it, and they actually published a weekly hash in the New York Times classified sections. Once it was in print, it was public, permanent, and verifiable. That was their version of on-chain verification, long before term blockchain even existed. Haber and Scott had a really nice idea, but it did not blow up back then, simply because it was too early. Most people didn't understand cryptography, digital forensic, or even the need for data integrity. Their work stayed in cryptography journals, respected but unnoticed. No critics, just silence. They didn't know it yet, but they had just built the foundation of blockchain technology. The world just wasn't ready to listen, until one day a mysterious figure picked up where they left off. Welcome to the second episode from 1992, and here the whole story.